Hi engineering Janta, I am Vaibhav Shukla and I can see the flood of comments that you made in the previous video of syllabus and test pattern. And as I told to you that if you guys tell me to make a video on complete placement preparation plan for TCS NQT, I will come and deliver that complete preparation plan to you. So as promised, I'm here today in front of you. Fine. So we'll discuss this in detail today. एक एक चीज समझेंगे, but before I begin, take a notebook, take a register, take a pen and start writing. Fine. Alongside that, subscribe to this channel. With the subscription, press the bell icon. Alongside that, do follow us on all the social media handles so that you never miss any hiring update from our side or any update from TCS NQT. Fine, you will get here, so please do follow. And top 3 comments, get Prep Insta Prime subscription for free as always. So go ahead, check your luck out there as well. But important thing is, do have a register and pen, note down a few things. And if you like this PPT ahead, you comment below this video PPT and we'll send you the link of the WhatsApp group or the Telegram community where this would be posted. You join that and this would be available to you for free. Right? This is for free. Alongside that, it is very necessary that if you're watching this video, this should be the last video that you're watching. Fine. इसके बाद सीधा action mode में आ जाओ, पढ़ाई शुरू करो. ठीक है? Do not waste time on various plans. Stick to one plan. Fine. एक plan. And I always say this in the words of हरिवंश राय बच्चन, राह पकड़ तू एक चला चल पा जाएगा मधुशाला. Fine. So stick to one path. So let's go ahead and let's understand. So first of all, as always, I always explain skeleton whenever I give you a preparation plan. So skeleton of exam is divided in 2 parts, foundation section, advanced section. I'll be going through very fast because I have given this in the syllabus and test pattern video. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead, watch it out. So foundation section has 3 particular subsections: numerical ability, reasoning ability, verbal ability, 25 minutes each, 20 questions in numerical and reasoning ability, 25 questions in verbal ability. In advanced section, you have advanced quants plus logical, where 25 minutes you'll get for 15 questions, and in advanced coding portion, 90 minutes for 2 to 3 questions that generally come. So fine, let's go ahead. And the basic, I have given you the overview in the last video as well, that if you perform well, if you're in the top 1%, you'll receive a call for TCS Prime interview. Now what is this Prime? Prime is basically 9.5 to 11.5 LPA. Fine. It is 9 LPA if I'm not wrong, not 9.5. Fine. So this is for all the people who are in UG. Fine. This is for UG graduates. This is for PG graduates. For digital, it is 7.35 and 7.5 or 7.25, something like this. Fine. So basically what I can say is 7 to 7.5 would be the best number to quote for UG, for PG. Fine. And same for Ninja, 3.5, even 3.25 and 3.35, usually in this range Ninja remains. Fine. So top 20% of students would get TCS Ninja call, which basically means 80% would get straight away rejected. Fine. Top 5% would get a call for digital, top 1% for Prime. Prime is the best profile they can offer you. And now, without wasting any time, let's dive in deep into the detailed pattern, how you can do this, how you can cover this up. Fine. देखो, day 1 है आज से ही start heavily preparing on aptitude. If you want classes of aptitude, if you want previous year discussions of aptitude, if you want that we provide you the coding previous year questions on YouTube video, go ahead, comment below this video. Fine. Alongside that, these are the particular topics that you have to study for numerical ability. Now, if you are having a pen and paper or a register or notebook, go ahead, note these down. Fine. Now how to prepare them? कैसे पढ़ना है? Simple है. पहली चीज, नंबर सिस्टम्स, जो टॉपिक्स पे मैं टिक लगा रहा हूं उन्हें सबसे पहले कवर करना है. ठीक है? एरिया शेप्स, डिविजिबिलिटी, इक्वेशंस, प्रोबेबिलिटी, परसेंटेजेस, रेशियो प्रोपोर्शन, वर्क टाइम, स्पीड टाइम डिस्टेंस, प्रॉफिट लॉस. फाइन. इसमें एक चीज नहीं लिखी है, वो मैं यहाँ लिख दे रहा हूँ, परम्यूटेशन. फाइन. सो नोट दिस डाउन, परम्यूटेशंस एंड कॉम्बिनेशंस. फाइन. So you have to do this, and variance, mean, median, mode ये cover कर लेना पहले, and then the rest of the portion should be covered. In the geometry and averages, do the basic portion because generally it is basic in nature when asked. When you'll come to the advanced section, you will have a elevated level of questions from these topics only. अब practice कैसे करनी है, सीधा मुद्दे पे आते हैं. Simple. Go to prepinsta.com. You'll find previous year papers. How will you find them? I'll show you. Wait. So I'll keep these annotations because when I'll share you this PPT, no, so you'll have these annotations as well. Fine. So let's go ahead and let's see. What you have to do is you go to Prep Insta. Rather, you search TCS NQT Prep Insta. That's it. Nothing else. TCS NQT Prep Insta. You search. You will have this. Fine. You will have this updated TCS NQT 2025 syllabus. So you click on this, and this is basically the page, the landing page for TCS NQT. And here you can go ahead and you can enter this prepare section in this. Fine. So here, if you see, and if I click on placement papers, also you can click here or you can click on the downside itself. However, I'll go to this placement papers section and you go to this prepare portion. Fine. So when I go to this prepare portion, see, the first thing is PNC, permutation and combination. So in quantitative ability, you have quizzes, free quizzes, जाके practice करो, ठीक है? I'll show you, and these include previous year questions, detailed, एक step by step. You have topics. So here you have these free quizzes, you have premium quizzes. Now premium quizzes are for Prime members, for the people who have enrolled in the Prep Insta Prime. For them it is there. Fine. And why Prep Insta Prime can be instrumental in this, I'll show you, because this is one thing you do not get on any YouTube, any platform, anywhere. Fine. The reason being, this particular track reduces your time. I'll show you. See, this is the track for TCS NQT. You click on it. This track simply reduces your time of preparation. If you're preparing it is in 30 days, this would help you in 10 days. If you're preparing it in 2 months, this would help you prepare in 20 days, 25 days. Fine. So alongside this, you see here every topic is in detail. From aptitude to interview preparation, everything is in detail. Fine. Alongside that, you have previous year mocks, you have full length mock tests, you have sectional mock tests. So this is just brilliant concept. Fine. If you come here, almost things would be super easy for you in TCS. And what you can do is you click on this Get Prime, you select any subscription and you apply code Shukla10. Fine. You apply this code Shukla10. This will help you out to buy this and it would help you with some discounts. Alongside that, if you enroll in this, you get access to all the 200 plus courses. So for example, if you get any skill certification or if you want any skill certification, you can get it from here and that would help you out in the form filling of Cognizant. Fine. So alongside this, you can practice like this. Here, for free, you will get one quiz. You can practice from this particular portion. Fine. अब ये समझ में आ गया कि numerical ability कैसे करना है? Simple. Also, our team would be coming up with some aptitude classes. If you say this to us, we'll be coming up with it. But you have to tell this in comment section, in Telegram communities, in WhatsApp channels. Fine. So, now if you see, this TCS NQT course I showed you on Prep Insta Prime. Fine. Alongside that, prepinsta.com previous year papers are a gold mine. Go ahead, solve them out. Now, once you've done this, because here you have 25 minutes and 20 questions, and here in advanced quants and logical, you will be having 15 questions. Not all would be from quants, but time is shared and the number of questions is shared. So 25 minutes and 15 questions. Out of 15, generally you have 8 or 7 questions from quants. Fine. So go ahead, prepare it well. Alongside that, for verbal ability, word completion, arrangement, sentence completion, error identification, reading comprehension, sentence joining, all these topics are important. Again, prepinsta.com previous years I showed you where to access, can help you. Again, TCS NQT course can help you out with this. But इसके लिए एक चीज़ बहुत ज़रूरी समझ लो, You have 25 minutes, 25 questions. Fine. So you have 1 minute per question. Now you shouldn't leave anything first of all. Secondly, in verbal ability, it is more of a practice game rather than more of a theory or more of a revision. Fine. It is not about revision, it is more of a practice game. So what you do practice and do regular practice of it, but focus more on this particular topic. This is super important topic. Fine. This topic can altogether change a lot of things for you, and this particular topic usually has more number of questions. This, word completions, formal and informal sentences, sentence joinings, and reading comprehension. So these are high value topics. Do not miss out on them. Also, if you can cover this out, you'll automatically cover a lot of other topics as well. Fine. So verbal पढ़ने का तरीका ये है. Then you go to the reasoning ability. All the topics written here are super important first, but out of them, data sufficiency, number series, blood relations, data arrangements, statement based, logical Venn diagram, and cube folding. These are very, very highly asked topics in TCS. Even syllogism I would tick for this. So I'm not saying that you leave other topics. I'm saying first cover these topics and then cover the other topics. Fine. You can have a list of topics, but you do not usually have an order that what should I cover first for the high value in my exam and what I should cover later on, so that my return on investment is higher. So I'm giving that to you, and alongside that the practice can be done at prepinsta.com previous years. And if you want full length mocks, again TCS NQT course would help you out. If you're struggling financially anyhow, let me tell you, a code hai Shukla 10. I'm writing this out here. Fine. You just apply this code SHUKLA 10, and there is no space in between any of the letters. Shukla 10 would help you out with the basic discount on that as well. और अगर वो भी नहीं अफोर्ड कर पा रहे हो तो being very honest, फ्री में भी धूमधाम से तैयारी होती है. फाइन. मेहनत ज़्यादा लगेगी. डू द एक्स्ट्रा हार्ड वर्क. फ्री में भी हो जाएगा, टेंशन मत. ठीक है. नाउ coming to the coding portion. Now for coding, you have looping, functions, recursions, arrays, algorithms, strings, number conversions, advanced arrays, pattern printing. Fine. So this is for question 1, which is generally basic coding question. Now for this, either you can go to top 100 codes, where top 100 codes are there, or you can go to the TCS NQT course or basic coding or intermediate coding course on Prime. Fine. Apart from this, इसके अलावा एक चीज है टॉप 150 not out questions. Fine. Now how do you find them? And this top 150 not out can actually solve every problem for you. I'll show you how, and this is free of cost. ये free है. दिखाता हूँ. Now see, I'll search here. See, top 150 not out prep insta. बस ये search कर लो. Fine. If you are searching this, you'll land up to this page. There are just 150 questions, only 150. And if you solve all these 150 questions, these are 150 questions. Every question has at least I'm telling you 2 methods to solve. Otherwise, generally it is 3-4 methods. And you have a lot of good questions here. You have DP, dynamic programming, you have array hashing, everything is divided topic wise, and these are the finest 150 patterns which are asked. Fine. Nowadays the time is gone when you used to practice 400-500 problems. Time waste mat karo. 150 problems hai, inhe solve kar lo. Not just TCS, Mang company, Amazon, Adobe, any product based company, and beat any company on this earth. You can crack if you have solved this 150 list, and if you know this 150 list in and out. If you have revised this list well, nobody can stop you from getting your dream job even in the biggest of the companies. Fine. बड़े से बड़े कंपनी का डेटा स्ट्रक्चर सॉल्व कर दोगे तुम प्रॉब्लम. मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ. सी, diameter of a binary tree, ये बहुत बार पूछा जाता है. Lot of people know who have given the tests. Fine. And if you see, approach is given, intuition is given. Finally, you have been shown what kind of, in your favorite language you can go ahead and check the method out, and it would be differently solved for you. Fine. And not just this, at a lot of places, see, for example, I say binary level order traversal. This is actually solved a lot of times. Fine. This is actually asked a lot of times. You will have hints. After hints, you will have two methods, two approaches that you can use. So this particular list can altogether solve all your problems. या तो top 100 codes पे जाओ, ठीक है? I'll show you. This is top 100 codes page, but it is not limited to 100 codes actually. It is having more codes. So either solve all these codes, fine, or just solve that 150 list, fine. Either solve this list or that 150 list. 150 list करोगे तो फायदा ये है, you can crack any company, and I'm not kidding on that, any company on this planet Earth. If you're solving this top 100 codes, then product based company is something you cannot target, being very, very frank. Fine. So top 150 not out is something that can altogether change your way of studying. So that is a very important list, very high value list, and the patterns in it are super important. Fine. Now, apart from that, abhi wo ho gaya. One thing is you go to Prime, I showed you, and what can happen here is you go to Prime, and in Prime you'll have problems in the TCS. See, TCS NQT course is actually trending on the website. A lot of people, I guess, are buying this. So I'll click on it. Let's check the course out and what you'll have in the coding portion. See, when you go to the coding, you'll have these basic intermediate codings. Fine, everything would be covered in detail here, a lot of practice to you, and alongside that you have competitive coding and DSA modules as well for you, so that this will help you out. Alongside that, same goes for these particular questions, where advanced questions would be asked to you, and question 2 and 3 would be from this particular place. Fine, so you will have algorithms in detail, greedy programming, dynamic programming, advanced strings, matrices, arrays, trees, hashing, priority queues, knapsack problem, fine, Cadence algorithm. So a lot of problems from here can come. So these are the topics that you can cover, these topics you can find on Prime. Otherwise, simple solution, coding के लिए कोई list देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, सीधा जाओ 150 नॉट आउट सॉल्व कर लो. फाइन, ठीक है, वो 150 क्वेश्चंस अच्छे से सॉल्व कर लो, कई बार सॉल्व कर लो, ठीक है. अभी वी हैव अराउंड 20 days. फाइन, you solve at least I'm telling you, you try and solve 4-5 problems a day. Fine, I know this is very, very hard, but if you're preparing it for free, you have to do extra hard work. If you want that your journey should be smooth, go ahead on Prime, that is a good place for you. But if you want extra hard work, and this extra hard work can help you in any company, because 150 not out is for any company. Fine, so this top 150 not out list, fine, this top 150 not out list can help you out. You simply go, you study well, you start solving at least 4 to 5 problems a day, and by the time you reach your exam date, you will be solving around 80 to 100 problems, and that is a lot from the not out 150. This 150 not out list is a big list, and if you have solved around 80-90 problems, TCS would be a cakewalk for you. I'm not kidding, it would be a simple cakewalk for you. You will be like, this is very easy question. Fine, so this will help you out. You can go ahead and check this out. This is free of cost for you. Alongside that, अब आ जाते हैं इंटरव्यू पे. तो रिटन टेस्ट का समझ में आ गया कैसे पढ़ना है, ठीक है, टॉपिक्स मिल गए, पीपीटी चाहिए कमेंट कर देना, I'll send the PPT, don't worry. Alongside that, let's dive in more into interview preparation. First of all, you need to know a language, and this is also for coding. At least एक language अच्छे से आनी चाहिए. If you do not know any language well, pick C++. Do not go and pick Java if you do not know Java prior. Do not go and pick Python if you do not know Python prior. Fine, simple C++ उठाओ, top 100 codes, alongside that top 150 not out, as I have always told you. Fine, so alongside that, basic intermediate coding, DSA. Now certifications, these are super important in your resume when you are in the interview. Why? This add weight to your resume. सामने वाले को credibility चाहिए that you have done some work. For that, certification is important. If you're on Prime, you'll upskill yourself by any course, you'll get a certification. But a person who's trying for certification, I'll also suggest you one thing. Right now, IIT internships are live. Fine, I have made a video for the same. You can go ahead, check that out. You can get a certification from here as well. ISRO internships are live. DRDO internships are live. So you go ahead, check these internships out. Fine, get yourself a certification if possible from these institutions. That should be a first priority. Otherwise, we are always here to give you a good certification, given that you complete a course in the due time with the proper grades and proper way of completion. Fine. So projects is must. For this, I have built a top 5 projects video. You can find that on YouTube. You simply go top 5 projects and you search it out. I have given that out. I have also given resume descriptions in it on the YouTube channel. I'll show you. And those resume descriptions can help you a lot. You simply take it, get inspired and modify your project descriptions, because that is ATS friendly. Fine. So that would help you out. Alongside that, CS fundamentals. This is the portion of CS fundamentals. These are super important. I'll write here what to study in CS fundamentals. Either you can go on Prime, otherwise DBMS and SQL is what you need to cover. For DBMS portion, ER diagrams, fine, relational DB, concept of keys, indexing, normal forms. Fine. SQL in detail, DDL, DML, DCL, and alongside this, alongside DDL, DML, DCL, various operations on SQL. You have to go ahead, you have to in detail practice SQL when you get an interview call. Fine. Now this is the DBMS SQL. Let's write something for OS and CN as well. I'm writing this on the other slide. We'll come to this slide as well. Fine. So in OS, first thing you should study is process scheduling for interview. Then you should study process synchronization. Not much in this. Here you can study semaphores, basic of semaphores. Please study deadlocks. Find deadlocks, banker's algo, then resource sharing graphs. Okay. Alongside this, when you have studied all this, you can study a bit of paging and memory management. Find paging and memory management. Alongside this, study a bit of disk scheduling. I know you'll think that this is pretty much the syllabus of OS, but what you have to study is, in process scheduling, try studying all the algorithms. In process synchronization, don't study the whole process synchronization. Just go and study semaphores. Fine. In deadlocks, don't go and study everything possible on deadlocks. No. Simple concept of deadlocks, banker's algo, resource sharing. That's it. In paging, understand what is paging. That's it. Understand basic of memory management, ke external fragmentation, internal fragmentation. I'll write it here. External and internal fragmentation. Fine. Just read about this, how this can be handled. That's all. Not much. Fine. Not complete memory management. Now in disk scheduling, don't go on studying complete disk scheduling. Just look at the algorithms that you have, C-scan, look, find, scan, all these algorithms that you have there. You simply go through them, what they do, that's it. Fine. After this, you come to computer networks. Fine. So I'll create a line for this. So when you come to computer networks, first of all, study TCP versus OSI model. Fine. So I guess OSI can be written better. OSI, fine. TCP versus OSI model, and STP and UDP difference. Fine. You study portions of network security. You study what is cryptography here, and here also you study digital signatures. fine, a bit about digital signatures, and alongside digital signatures, go ahead and study a bit of protocols, RSA algorithms, fine, so study a bit about them. And that's pretty much about CN. If you know this much, ports, network devices also, network devices, port, hubs, switches, very important, fine. So that is pretty much, that would help you out. And for this, there are two books that I always recommend. If you can go ahead on Prime, wonderful. Here on Prime, many things would be concised for computer networks. You can go ahead, use coupon code Chocolate and you will get certain discounts. That is one thing. But if you do not have enough resources, then एक किताब आती है and it is available for free on PDF as well, fine, written by author Tannenbaum. I am writing the name of this author. This is the name of author Tannenbaum. This person has written an immensely good book and I have personally used this book. Alongside this, there is one more book, Bahruz A. Forouzan, fine. So these are two books, Tannenbaum and Bahruz A. Forouzan. Tannenbaum is one author, other author is Bahruz A. Forouzan. Tannenbaum I have personally used, very good book. I have not used Bahruz A. Forouzan, but this is also a very good book, that's what I have heard. It was my computer networks teacher, an immensely qualified teacher, Dr. Chandra Divakar sir. Thank you sir for your guidance. It is due to him that I know computer networks well. It is due to him that I was acquainted to these two books. So the due credit goes to him. So you can go ahead, check this book out if you want a free resource for this. Alongside this, you have SDLC. So basically, don't just stick to SDLC. Don't just stick to software development life cycle. Study first of all models of this, waterfall model, fine, V model, spiral model. Once you've studied this, go ahead and study a bit of agile spiral model, fine, agile. Why isn't it writing here? Let's check. I want to keep it. Okay. So I'll write this again. Agile methodologies, fine. Agile methodologies. Alongside this, you can study software testing. ज़्यादा घुस मत जाना सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग में, ओनली ब्लैक बॉक्स, वाइट बॉक्स टेस्टिंग, फंक्शनल टेस्टिंग, ये सब पढ़ लेना, ठीक है. वेरियस टेस्टिंग मेथड्स, इक्विवेलेंस पार्टीशनिंग, फाइन, बाउंड्री वैल्यू एनालिसिस, ये सब पढ़ लेना. दैट इज इनफ फॉर SDLC and that's pretty much about the CS fundamentals portion. Now, if you're shortlisted for Prime, first of all DSA Advanced. अब देखो यहाँ फायदा आता है. If you have practiced that particular list of top 100 questions, you'll again have to practice DSA a lot of times. But if you have done that top 150 not out list, you do not have to prepare this DSA Advanced. You have already done the work. Fine, you can easily solve the questions that would be asked in the interview. Alongside this competitive coding programming, you can do ahead competitive coding, but this portion is also generally solved by that list. Fine. Also, for HR rounds, practice GD with your friends. HR questions, you can find it out in the Prime course. Fine. Also, there are some quizzes available in the website as well for free, so you can check that out. Puzzles, guesstimates, everything is covered in Prime in detail. Otherwise, you can go ahead, you can find some previous year questions for it. That is it. Fine. Also, case studies are sometimes asked, but generally not that much. So they can give you a situation, and if your personality is good enough, you'll automatically react well to it. Alongside this, any one skill certification, as I told you, is important. I have given you a video of top 5 skills. I'll show you those videos right now. Top 5 skills में आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हो cyber security, AWS, data science, ML, AI, ethical hacking, any of the skills that you feel that is good, you go ahead, you particularly check these skills out, you go ahead, upskill yourself from Insta Prime. That would be super easy. Otherwise, somehow you have to upskill yourself, but certification problem is generally solved there. Otherwise, IITs, ISRO's, national labs, I've always suggested it because I myself have done an internship from a national lab, so I am a great promoter of those labs. Fine. and this has also some fixed marks in the interviewer sheet of evaluation, so that is one thing that can help you out. And generally Ninja you have 45 minutes, in Digital you have 1 hour, and in Ninja you have 1 hour 30 minutes of interview. That is general duration. So that is pretty much about the selection, and that is pretty much about the preparation plan. Now I'll show you those videos that I was telling you, so I'll keep these annotations so that we have it in our PPT. And now I'll show you the videos I was talking about. So let's go to the Prep Insta channel and you go to the videos. When you go to the videos, you go and slide down a bit, and here you will find a video of this top 5 final year projects. This is where you'll get the best project descriptions, best projects for you to build and to put in resume. Fine, this is all ATS friendly description that is given here. You can take inspiration from it. Alongside that, you have these top 5 high paying skills. So in this video I have given you the top 5 skills. You go ahead, get a certification in those skills, and you will be sailing through the interview very well. Fine, so this is all free resource. If you want me to build coding questions video, I am happy to build, but you have to tell me that in comment section. If you want us to provide you the aptitude questions of previous year in a video, tell us in the comment section. If you want this PPT, go ahead, tell me in the comment section. You will get this PPT. Fine, so don't worry about that. You'll get that PPT as it is. All I can say is, if you're ready to work hard, nobody can beat you, believe me. Fine, if you have an intent which is good and you are ready to work hard, फिक्र मत करो, ठीक है? तुम मेहनत का साथ मत छोड़ो, किस्मत तुम्हारा हाथ नहीं छोड़ेगी, ठीक है? तो keep on working hard, keep on doing good without any expectation. Good will come back to you. If you know somebody who needs this information, go ahead, spread it out. Fine, that is important. Knowledge is important in the society, so go ahead, spread this out. And that's all for today. Keep preparing, keep working hard. Soon you will get results. Thank you.